Hello, my name's Taylor Stewart and I am the proud winner of the 50th Annual Media Rat Short Story Award for 2018. I'm very honoured to have won this award with my Doctor Who Scooby-Doo crossover story. I wrote it a few months ago. I was feeling uninspired to come up with my own characters and my own backgrounds for the characters. So I thought, you know what, I'll just go for it. I'll take some already well established and loved characters and I'll try and give them my own little story, give them their own adventure and see if people like it. And well, the reception has been pretty crazy. People have loved it, and now thanks to the great people at Media Rat Online, I am the recipient of their most highly coveted award. So again, I'm very grateful. I'd like to thank Media Rat Online for giving me this award and for coming out to my home in Coatbridge to have a chat with me. So this is my computer area where I do all my editing and my filming and my This is my computer area where I do all my filming and my editing and my writing and most importantly my gaming. I use Steam to game, to play games primarily. Steam is a digital distribution platform developed by Valve Corporation which offers digital rights management, multiplayer gaming, video streaming and social networking services. Down here we have my scanner, which I've used to create quite a lot of online media in the past. Hopefully I'll be getting a bit more use out of that sometime soon.
So, your dream is to become a filmmaker. Tell us, how did you find your start in filmmaking?
I started making films when I must have been about 11 or something when I started trying to make films. I was making films with my friends in Airdrie in Coatbridge, and we would just jump about with a bunch of wee, really not very good cameras, and we would come up with some great ideas especially for kids at our age. You know, we had just discovered YouTube. That's when YouTube just came out, and we were like, oh, let's get on there, you know.
What kind of thing were you into as a youngster?
When I was a wee guy, I loved The Matrix. I was very into The Matrix. We all did. We all loved The Matrix. We loved The Matrix. Loved like Dragon Ball Z when I was a wee guy, but not. I tried to rewatch it as an adult, and I actually don't like it. But I loved it when I was a wee guy, and the Matrix, all that sort of stuff. Star Wars was a big one, and like all when I was quite young when Shaun of the Dead came out, and I loved that film. I thought it was brilliant. But my biggest sort of, this is weird to say, my biggest sort of influence for writing would probably be wrestling. Like the WWE wrestling, probably through the years of maybe 2002 to about 2006, because that's when I was really young and that's when I really liked it. And then I got a camera off my aunt, and me and my mate Ryan used to make stop motion wrestling videos. My biggest inspiration from when I was a wee guy probably was actually wrestling. And wrestling storylines, because that's what I put most time into creative wise. I tried to create wrestling but using toys. So aye.
Favourite film of all time?
My favourite film I would say is Dark City, and I love that film. Kiefer Sutherland especially is amazing in that. I've actually got a photo of me with Kiefer Sutherland. I'll give that to you so you can put that up on the screen. But yeah, Dark City's a great film, brilliant film. Not very funny, but because I kind of like funny stuff. But Dark City's not funny, but it's good. And I think I was kind of channeling Dark City when I wrote this short story, because this isn't a comedy story. This is actually kind of a drama story. It's written for a young audience, but it's not a comedy. It's not funny. It's like it's a serious sort of. It's quite, in a way, it's quite sad. But I mean, so I suppose Dark City is one of my biggest influences, and yeah.
Would you care to read us your story, perhaps?
Yeah. Okay. I'll read it. I'll read it now. Yeah. Okay. My name's Taylor Stewart, and this is The Doctor and Scooby-Doo Are Trapped in Cyberspace. Scoob and the gang are out on patrol. It's the day after Halloween, and all the local kids are in school. The neighbourhood is a mess because of all the trick-or-treating that took place the night before. Candy wrappers litter the streets. The roads are caked in litter. Shaggy feels hungry and requests that the gang take a trip to the local diner to grab some gammon, egg and chips. The diner is called Danny's One Stop Burger Shop. Zoinks! Exclaims Shaggy. Have the prices skyrocketed in here or what? Tell me about it, agrees Fred. This place used to be so cheap. Ever since the new owner took over, the prices have changed. It's more expensive now, he continued. Yeah, said Velma. These prices have become way too high for me. It used to be a lot cheaper from what I remember. The gang look at the menu for a few more minutes before continuing the conversation. I don't think it used to be this expensive in here, guys. You're right, says Daphne. The prices really have changed, and not in a good way. Scooby becomes agitated by the situation. These prices are just crazy. They must think we're stupid. I'm not paying this much for gammon. It's delicious, it's true, but it's not that delicious. This is honestly outrageous, says Scooby. I agree, replies Shaggy. I think it's too expensive now. Yeah, you got right that, Shags. It's beyond a joke. These prices are just too high, adds Velma. The new owner of the diner overhears their conversation and comes over to give the gang a piece of his mind. Listen to me, you ungrateful brats. If it weren't for me, this place would have its windows boarded up and would be full of rats and dust. The old owner, Lorenzo, was a low-life, good-for-nothing loser, and he never had any respect for this community, and he especially didn't have respect for any of you. Him winning the lottery and moving to Paris was the best thing that ever happened to this town, and now I'm doing the best that I can to provide quality food for everyone. Yeah, it's a little more expensive, but so what? I use better ingredients, and I like to make sure my staff are paid a fair wage. You know any other diners around these parts that pay $12.50 an hour? I don't think so. Now get the hell out of here, and don't come back until you learn how to show some respect to those who deserve it. Go on, beat it. Zoinks, says Shaggy. The gang hightails it out of the diner, full to the brim with regret for their actions. How could they have been so immature and spoiled? They feel pretty down in the dumps and decide to go to Cosmic Bowl, a local bowling alley with a cool sci-fi theme. On the way to the bowling alley, they see an old woman trying to fight off a robber. He manages to steal her handbag and she screams for help. The gang chase after the robber, running as fast as they can. They reach a corner and lose sight of the robber for just a few seconds. During this few seconds, they hear a loud screeching noise, unlike anything they've ever heard before. As it reaches its climax, the noise slowly fades away, and they turn the corner to see a big blue police box appear right in front of them on the road. The robber trips and falls right through the front door of the police box, and the door slams shut behind him. There are a few seconds of silence, followed by what sounds like a very one-sided fist fight. The door quickly opens back up and the robber falls out onto the pavement, stiff as a board. Standing behind him is an angry-looking man with a leather jacket and big ears. He smiles but remains intimidating. He speaks with a northern accent. "You kids didn't see anything here, alright?" "You kids didn't see anything here, okay," he says quietly. "Zoinks," says Shaggy. Where did you come from, mister?" "It's not mister, mate. It's doctor, actually," replies the mysterious man. The doctor who?" replies Shaggy. "That's classified info, mate. Just call me the doctor. I am a Time Lord and I have 2 hearts. Now, on your way, kids. Forget you saw me here," says the doctor. Scooby wags his tail and begins to sniff around the big blue police box. "What's this big blue box you have here?" asks Scooby. "This is my TARDIS. It stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space. Don't be getting any ideas though. Clear off. You're not allowed to be here," snaps the doctor. "Come on, man, just let us have a look around. We're so bored. Our usual hangout spot has been taken over by a new guy and let's say we had a misunderstanding and got on his bad side," says Velma to the doctor. "And?" snaps the doctor. "I'm sorry, but I don't have time for you kids and your stupid problems. I have galaxies to save, real problems to solve." The doctor sneezes and closes his eyes for a split second because of this sneeze. When he opens his eyes, the gang are nowhere to be seen. He turns around and sees that they have run inside the TARDIS and are looking at all the computer tech. "Jesus Christ," exclaims Shaggy. "This place is gigantic, my man." Shaggy spins around in amazement, as do the rest of the gang. "What is this place?" asks Daphne very politely. "It's a time machine / spaceship combo. I use it to get up to all sorts," replies the doctor. This gets Velma scratching her head. "A time machine, eh? This could come in handy, doctor. Are you free this afternoon?" asks Velma. "I'm free all the time, Velma," replies the doctor. "I have all the time in the world," he laughs as he gestures towards his time machine. The gang also laugh. "Okay, here's the plan. We travel back in time before Lorenzo, the guy who used to run the diner, put on his winning lottery ticket. We know that he did all this lottery stuff online, so if we could somehow access his computer on the day he picked those winning numbers, we could change them and prevent him from winning," says Velma excitedly. "Velma, you're a genius," says the doctor. "Scooby-Dooby-Doo," yells Scooby. The doctor doesn't hesitate and gets to work straight away. He boots up the TARDIS console and types in the time coordinates. He pulls back the lever and yells, "Hold on, it's gonna be a bumpy ride." The TARDIS jumps into motion and off they go, flying through time and space. The gang have a good feeling about this. The TARDIS lands. The doors slowly open and the gang emerge. They peer out into what they expect to be the diner, but nothing can prepare them for what they were really about to see. Lines upon lines of digital computer code surround them, ones and zeros everywhere they look. The doctor puts his hand to his head and closes his eyes. He has made a grave mistake. Guys, don't be mad, but I may have taken this deeper than we had originally planned to take it, he says quietly. "How so?" asks Fred, who is worried. I may have teleported us into his web browser. We are in cyberspace now, guys. and I can't see the TARDIS anywhere. Scooby goes crazy. Scooby goes crazy and begins to bark like a maniac. Calm down, Scoob. We'll find a way out of this, yells Shaggy. We will find a way out of here, right, Doctor? He adds. Scooby bites Shaggy and runs away. Shaggy's arm is badly hurt. You can see the bone. His veins are burst and he is losing blood fast. Scooby, you crazy dog! What are you doing? Yells the Doctor. I'm getting the hell away from you guys. This Doctor is a psycho and he's going to get us killed. Woof, woof, woof. I'm going to live out the rest of my days inside this PC and there's nothing you guys can do to change my mind, yells Scooby-Doo. Please, Scoob, you mean everything to me, even though you have given me this fatal wound, says Shaggy, who is now fading away. Sorry, Shaggy, but this is where our friendship ends. You've ruined my life. Goodbye. Scooby runs off and climbs over a firewall, which closes behind him. The gang have no chance of ever seeing him again, and this upsets them greatly. I'm so sorry about your dog, says the Doctor. We all loved him so much. He was our best friend, and he made our life complete. Without him, there's no point in going on, says Fred. I may be able to help you actually, Fred. I'm nearing the end of my time in this body, but I can regenerate. I can change. It's almost time to say goodbye to body number 9 and say hello to body number 10. What are you talking about? Says Fred. Stand back, says the Doctor. The Doctor's hands glow a golden orange colour and they begin to emit a soft glow. There is a giant burst of light from his head and hands and the ground begins to shake. The computer's coding starts to corrupt and wormholes open up everywhere around them. The Doctor begins to shrink, but before he does, he yells, "Quick! Jump into this wormhole!" The gang do as he says and dive into the wormhole, which takes them back to the diner. Nothing has changed. The new owner is still there, but it's 5 minutes before they got into trouble last time they were there. They are still on his good side. Hey, we might not have changed those lottery numbers, but at least we're still on the new guy's good side, eh, guys? Says Velma. Yeah, you're right, says Fred. Hey, where's Shaggy? He asks. He was left behind. He wasn't going to make it. I saw the life leaving his eyes. I'm sorry, Fred. There's nothing we could have done to save him, says Daphne. I understand, says Fred. I'm going to miss him so much. I can't believe he's gone, he continues. Also, where's the Doctor? Says Fred. Bark, bark, I'm down here, replies the Doctor, who has regenerated into a German Shepherd. I regenerated into a German Shepherd so I could come on adventures with you guys. I know how much you guys loved Scoob, and it really sucks that he left you guys behind, but I can be better than Scoob. I have a time machine and a sonic screwdriver, says the Doctor. What's a sonic screwdriver, says Daphne. It's just this mad gadget I've got. Hey, come on, let's go and get some gammon. I'm paying, continues the Doctor. I'm gonna like having this guy around, says Fred. The gang laugh and one by one they pet the Doctor on the head in a loving and caring way. They welcome him into their big wacky family. Hell yeah, barks the Doctor. I'm starving. The end. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching. That was my short story, my award-winning short story, The Doctor and Scooby-Doo Trapped in Cyberspace. My name, again, for the last time, is Taylor Stewart, and you can contact me at the email address that is on screen right now if you would wish to hire me to write. Am I allowed to say that?
Of course, always time for a bit of self-promo.
Okay, thanks for coming on this crazy adventure with me, guys, and hopefully I'll be winning some more awards sometime soon. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, Taylor.